Okay, Cancer. So for the month of June, we actually have, for under what you're currently desiring, we actually have the Wheel of Fortune or the Wheel of Life. So this is a really beautiful card. I love this card because I love all the colors that it represents. Because this is like a rainbow and the background is a rainbow. So very cool, Cancer. What this tells me is that many of you are kind of looking at your life, the overall picture of your life. When you see the Wheel of Life, it represents just that. All the different areas, be it financial, spiritual, romantic, pleasure, recreation, career. And I feel like many of you are kind of in this, stepping back, evaluating stage. There may be a lot of things that have been working for you, but you want this completion. You want your life to be fulfilled and complete on all levels. So I feel that for some of you, and then this card also recommends doing that if you have not, literally stepping back and looking at each category of your life, like making a list, either in your head or a physical list of health, love, money, work, play, and from like a 1 to 10 scale, a fulfillment scale, what number are you? 1 being needs a lot of improvement, 10 being I couldn't be happier. And I feel like this is going to help give you insight into what may be lacking. Like maybe most of your pie is full, but there's just still a few things that, need working on. It normally brings clarity when we do that. And it also sets into priority because a lot of times there's several things to work on and it can be a little bit overwhelming. So it's like, where do I even start? And when you do this type of thing, then you can see what's really crying out for the most attention and what is going to be the most beneficial to kind of face first. And then you can kind of move on. So I feel that a lot of you are looking to direct your energies, your intentions. Some of you have a new burst of energy and you're ready to tackle something new. You're ready to kind of go to a higher level. And also this kind of just talks about that seasons and times and ebbs and flows that are changing. So you may have some Cancers have just kind of been feeling that change in the wind or change in the seasons. It could be a literal because it's summer, but also just that life is shifting. Things are changing. Maybe something with family or work or home or love that you're in tune with the rhythms of life right now. And so this is actually a really beautiful energy, Cancer, because there's a lot of creativity that can happen with this. There's a lot of insight and intuition. So I feel like you're at a really good place to where you can kind of create where you want to go next, where you want to go from here. And there's nothing negative with this. This doesn't have to make you feel bad or anything like that. It's literally just an awareness. I know there's certain areas like we don't really want to think about it because it's like, but just don't even allow it to go there. Allow this just to be a fun, positive experience to know that you are awesome as you are, but that there's always ways to grow and improve. And so if you do it kind of in a very non-judgmental, just observant way, I think the universe is going to just direct you in a very positive way. So many of you are kind of at this place where you're seeing the expansiveness of life, you're seeing the vastness of life, and the universe is kind of directing you into the next place, the next new creation. So I'd say that that's pretty exciting. This is a great opportunity for you to start creating something new or improving an area of your life. As far as what you have been identifying with or you can relate with or you're identifying with others, we actually have the 6 of Pentacles. And so this is for the month of June. This isn't going to be for all of you, but what the 6 of Pentacles is really a card of, I like to call this card, it's funny because another sign had this too, hurry up and wait. So some of you, and this actually is mainly a financial card. So what this can mean is that maybe some of you have been waiting on something financial to come through. And that when you see this card, it's normally about that not everything is in our timing or in our control. So maybe you're used to having it a certain way or having funds or you had certain expectations. And this card just says that the universe has just put the brakes. It's just put the brakes on it. And it has caused a little bit of financial stress and anxiety for some of you. However, with this, I feel that there's an acceptance of the universe. You're accepting that if, one door closes, another door will open. So I don't feel like you're letting this just tear you apart. but you are aware that there is some anxiety there. There has been some financial anxiety. It doesn't always have to relate to finances, but because it's a pinnacle, pinnacles relate to, material wealth. It could be a home. It could be something on the physical plane, a possession, just a situation that's not going as quickly as you thought it would. And it's because it's out of your control. And so the encouragement with this card is that if that is the season in this area, that this too shall pass, that this is not permanent, that there's sometimes that all we can do is hurry up and wait. And just wait, just be patient and know that, your situation will come. It will come at the perfect time in the perfect way. You just relinquish control. Do your best just not to feel anxiety or stress about it, and it will work out perfectly. So for some of you, not all of you, there may be in the month of June a little bit of financial delay or just something that's not coming as smoothly as it quote unquote could or has in the past. But it doesn't mean it won't. It just means that for whatever, there's some energy that's been kind of blocked. As far as what to look out for in the month of June, or just an obstacle, a potential obstacle, we actually have the 6 of Wands. And what's funny is it kind of relates with this card here, because this is really a card about progress. And this is that feeling when you've done a lot of the work, like you worked all summer long, you've worked hard all winter long. You've done like a lot of the work, and now you're just like second guessing it. Like, is this really going to come through? Is this really going to work out? You've done the work, you've put forth the effort. In fact, there's signs that you are going to reap a crop, but there's still a little bit of doubt and hesitancy. And this card is just letting you know that absolutely you will get your reward. You will get what you're waiting for. And maybe that has to do with this waiting card here, that you have put in this work, you have put in this effort. And it could even be in a relationship. I mean, because you have the wheel here, this is going to be very broad for all cancers. I mean, these areas could apply, like I said, to health, to love, to career, to family, to, just any type of area that you have been working on or working towards. And maybe you face some delays and you're like, okay, I should have gotten it by now, or it should have worked out by now, or they should have called by now, or whatever it is. This card is saying that you've done the progress. And so the temptation is to doubt that, you reap what you sow. And the universe is saying, don't doubt, believe, because you're going to get your harvest. You're going to reap your crops. It's coming to you, Cancer. And not only that, this card also talks about other people recognizing your efforts, other people acknowledging your efforts, and that it's going to kind of come when you least expect it, when you're like not expecting anymore. When you kind of let go and just fully, release and trust the universe, that's when things are really going to start happening, because this is a fire. And so it is action. So it's going to be visible actions that are going to be around you to prove to you, to show you that your hard work is paying off. But the temptation here is that if you do have delays, to doubt the process. And then also the other thing that this card points out is that if the universe during this time of waiting or transitioning, or as you make these changes, if you need to, just to be open, if you need to tweak, because even though you're making progress, Cancer, this card does have a little insight that there might need to be something that needs to be tweaked. Like you're almost there, but just something's a little off, or something needs to just be changed. It could be a small thing, but it could make all the difference in the world. So just to be open and receptive, to have faith, to believe, to know that you're putting in the work, and then just to listen. If something, is trying to tell you something, to just make a change, that maybe that's the key. That's the link that's kind of kept the abundance from flowing completely. So, as far as the right attitude to have, yeah, interesting. We have the 3 of Wands. So this is the 6 of Wands. We have the 3 of Wands. So what this tells me is that the attitude here, the attitude the universe wants you to have, this is about reaping. This is about planting your seeds. A 3 is like you've done some of the work, but there's still quite a bit more work to do. So the universe just wants you to have this patient attitude, this total patient, to know that the timing is not right yet for whatever this endeavor is, whatever the situation is. You still need to plant your seeds. You still need to get up every day, do the work, do the discipline. This guy is like, he's just doing the work. He's just got his work clothes on. He goes out there. And just to know that whatever you're doing is working. The law of attraction is working, but that there's more effort that has to be made. And you might have already seen some fruits from your labor, but there's still actions that need to be taken. So your attitude is to see, okay, how can I continue to nurture this new idea or this new intention or this new job or this new relationship, this new intention that I have? How do I continue to nurture it? That's the attitude to take. So, and don't doubt the process. Don't doubt it. Know that if you do this, if you take those actions in time, you will manifest a harvest if you do not give up. And then that actually falls right into the right attitude to take for you and for others. We actually have the Lovers card. And this card is actually, it can represent the lovers, but it also represents the law of attraction. And so what I'm really picking up on here, Cancer, is you're at this really fresh, beautiful place of you are starting your intentions. You are starting these new, high, lofty goals for yourself, whether that be in health or career or spiritual or friendship or family. A lot of you, you've been through a lot of stuff and you're like, I'm out with the old, I'm in with the new. You have this new fire in you because we're getting fire energy. So I'm excited for you. I feel like a lot of Cancers are going to have some really cool projects, some really cool, divine led things happening. And so the right attitude to take, Cancer, the universe is saying law of attraction. Read up on the law of attraction, on what you think is what you attract, and what you put out there is what you give back. And don't doubt that process. This can represent the lovers. So for some of you, if it is relationship, when it talks about the lovers, it's really just talking about harmony and balance. So every single person you come in contact to, just creating balance, creating harmony, understanding where that other person's coming from, just keeping things really peaceful and calm and equal and diplomatic. That's going to aid you in your success, because honestly, Cancer, you don't need drama right now. You just need to be able to be in tune with yourself, to be calm with yourself, and to make your choices from your wheel of what you're creating. So any type of relationships that you have right now, it's all about harmony. It's all about balance and balancing, your energies and their energies. That's going to help you create the reality that you desire. So the reminder here is, like I said, law of attraction, really using that to your advantage, because you are in a very creative place. You're creating. And so the universe is saying, don't forget, it's about visualizing it. It's about praying. It's about asking. It's about having faith. It's also about taking those inspired actions and that as you do that, and as you continually do it, like the sower, you're out there every day sowing your seed, you're going to produce a harvest. Man, your reading is so beautiful, Cancer. I feel like this is going to be the only struggle, whatever this delay is, because even if we do the law of attraction, there are times when the universe, the energies, or it even could be something in our own growth or our own subconscious. Sometimes there's just a delay, and it's not a bad thing. It actually can be beautiful. It can be divine timing, meaning that even if we have all these ideas of what we want manifested, God's like, trust me, if we did that right now, the whole world would blow up, So just trust me, trust that even though I put a stop on this, it doesn't mean I'm not going to give it to you. There's more work to do. There's more belief to be had. There's more using the law of attraction. And what I'm so excited for you, Cancer, is there's an amazing outcome for you if you do this. So let me just recap on this really quickly. A lot of you are at this kind of beautiful, creative place where you're kind of like an open slate. You're an open canvas. You are taking stock of your life and you're saying, hey, what do I want to tweak? You're inspired. I feel like a lot of you are inspired and you're ready to make positive changes. So God and the universe is working powerfully with you in a very creative way. So it's kind of like the world is your oyster. What would you like to create, Cancer? The thing that you're identifying with, or that you're seeing in others that might be reflected to you guys, is the Six of Pentacles. And this is a little bit of financial worry. So maybe you have these ideas, but maybe you're like, how am I going to afford that? Or maybe you want to travel the world, but it's like, how am I going to afford that? It could be financial, but it's not always financial. This is just a little bit of stress about timing. Okay. That's really what it comes down to. So whether this is financial for you or not, this is about like having expectations for things to go a certain way at a certain time. And when they don't, it can cause a little friction or frustration. And so this is all about just being aware of this energy, knowing that maybe this is just what you're feeling right now and it is what it is. But as far as what to be aware of is that you don't want to get caught up in that, because you don't want to doubt the process. You don't want to doubt that if you do the work, you're going to get the results and that good things are coming your way. Because this card lets you know good things, they're almost here, Cancer. It's like right around the corner, but it's going to come when you're not looking. It's going to come when your head is down, you're doing the work, you're trusting in the universe, you're trusting in the process, and then your abundance is going to come, and other people are going to notice it as well. As far as the right actions to take, yep, it's progress. It's just continuing doing that work, continuing sowing the seed, just believing and doing what it takes, taking these inspired actions to help you manifest your goals and your dreams. So just continue to do that daily grind, discipline, doing what it takes, whatever it takes, day in, day out, even when you don't feel like it, and you will succeed. And this is like an action. So if you have this as the action, the attitude is the law of attraction, and that is utilizing, look at your thoughts, look at your beliefs, look at your daily visualizations, your prayers, your meditations, really aligning your thoughts and your spirit and your heart with what you truly desire. If you do that combined with your actions, let me show you what the universe says is coming for you. We have the Ace of Cups. This is emotional abundance. It's an emotional feast, okay? I mean, here you have every single color of the rainbow. You have every beautiful, bountiful food, scrumptious delight. What this tells me, Cancer, is look at this creativity you have right now. This is a powerful time for you. And I think June, we're coming into your birth month, which that's pretty powerful too. So you're going to create emotional abundance. I mean, this isn't just like having a little piece. This is like you have so much and you have tons to share with others, with those who you love and care for. You're going to create this emotional abundance for yourself, your loved ones, and your family, and for all the world. And just look at the plethora of beautiful colors. And this represents all your heart's delights. So I'm telling you, Cancer, this is a very beautiful spread. There's always, of course, a little bit of challenges, but I know there's nothing that can't be overcome. I feel like you're in a great place, and your intuition and your desire to manifest is strong.